Hello, everyone. This is Cree, your girl Cree, coming at you again. Welcome to Cree Talk. Thank you all so much for joining me on tonight with another great topic that I'm coming to you with. So I hope you are just as excited as me. As you all know who've been watching me so far, I try to come on every week and share some encouraging words or just some topics that come to mind that I've been asked to share with you. So if you read the caption, today's topic is basically read the fine print and check labels. Read the fine print and make sure you check those labels. Now, y'all know I like to take topics and I try to bring it to our life experiences. So I'm going to start coming to you right now about actually taking the time to read the fine print. A lot of times when we get contracts or documents or any type of documentation, we will see the point that they want to get across. Come out, join me. We'll hear all of this, sale, 20% off, and we'll start getting all excited, right? So we're reading these big, bold letters, but then on that brochure or on that documentation or on anything else, there's some small print that's at the bottom of that, right? And it will say, well, if you spend at least $100, then you can get 20% off. Or you're thinking you're going to get 2 items for the price of 1, when really, hey cousin, when really you're going to have to buy 2 or 3 items. So a lot of times we get caught up in the words, the big words that come out there, and they'll say buy 1 get 1 free. And then there's a little fine print that says on a $250 purchase. So a lot of times we get caught up into the big bold print, and we start buying into the marketing and buying into the hype. But we don't continue to read, hey Valencia, we don't continue to read the fine print. And if we look close enough, a lot of times, let's just be real, a lot of times that's done on purpose. Why? So let's stick to what we were talking about, because a lot of times I want to draw you to my store. I want to get you in there, letting you think you're going to get this great deal, right? And a lot of times, people who are marketing execs, they know they're not really going to read the fine print. They're just going to see sale, 40% off, and everybody's going to come charging in. No one took the time to read that small print. So I'm talking to you all out there. I'm challenging you to start paying closer attention to things. Pay closer attention to details, especially when it comes to contracts and things that someone's trying to present to us. Because everyone knows when a salesman tries to sell something, they give you all the best and the greatest features. And they never want to, and those who know me know I've done some sales too. So they never want to get to the price, right? Until the last thing. Then it's like, okay, now we'll talk price. And you're asking the whole time because you're getting impatient. Well, how much is this going to cost me? Well, how much is this? But they keep stringing you along. They keep telling you, well, you're going to get this great new technology. You're going to have the fastest modem. You're going to have the, let's just say something with skincare. You'll use this for 3 days, and then all of a sudden your skin and your tone will be so great and beautiful. Okay, you're getting into all this hype, right? And it sounds real good. But once again, what is this going to cost me? What is the price? So I want you to apply that to your life. When anytime somebody's bringing things to you, whether it's in written form or verbal form, and they're giving you all the pros, and it's good to know the pros, but don't be afraid to ask, okay, what are the effects of this? Don't be afraid when you're going into the doctor's office or whatever and you don't understand something. You're paying these individuals. You're paying whoever, whether it's a realtor, a car salesman or something. They're going to get paid. So you need to inquire, especially if you are the consumer. You're about to buy this product or you're about to try this out. You're going to put it on your skin or bring it into your home. So you have the right to ask questions. A lot of times we don't ask questions, or we wait and we'll take that thing home after we've already signed on the dotted line. Then we want to take it home and have others look at it. And we're too afraid to tell people, listen, that's right, Nick, it's always a catch. We don't want to tell them, hold on, wait a minute. Let me take this home and review it. Ooh, when you say that, you'll start seeing those wheels turning, because what they're trying to do is they're trying to get you now, get you to sign your name on that dotted line and get you to commit. But no one, and those men who are out there listening to me, you know how we women sometimes try to get you to commit. Okay, we need to be in this serious relationship because we've been dating for 2 or 3 years, and you come up with all this, nah, girl, I have to get my job, and, I have to do this and do that. So just how you push back on that, when it comes to your business, be the same way and say, wait a minute, I need to take some time to review this. And nine times out of 10, if they want that sale, they'll be there tomorrow. They'll be there the next day. Don't let anyone pressure you in to making a decision right then and there when you're not comfortable with it. And it's okay to say, well, I'm not well versed on this area. I'm going to take, well, let me rephrase that. Don't show your cards all the time. Don't say you're not well versed. You might have someone who is a licensed whatever, paralegal, someone who's a lawyer, someone who's a realtor in the family, someone who has some background knowledge. You just want to take this to be reviewed. And a lot of times when you do that, they say, oh, wow, we just can't get her like that. We just can't get him like that. He wants to know the details. So a lot of times people will come with you with this get rich quick type of thing. Okay, y'all, let's everybody go in and you put $100 in every month. No one's sitting there asking, okay, where's this $100 going? What type of account is this sitting in? Is it going to draw interest? How am I going to reap the benefits of that? We wait until after we sign on the dotted line, after we form that commitment to ask the questions. So I'm challenging you and my divas, my ladies out there, before you commit and go all in these relationships too and start buying these men cars and signing on a dotted line for them, see what they are about. Trust me, men see what you are about. I'm not hating against men, but sometimes we have to learn by their examples. So we're so quick because that's how we were taught as little girls and little boys. We were taught, okay, you got to do this as a young man. As a female, you need to get married by the time you're 25, have the babies by the time you're 30. And so you feel all this pressure. And then here you go and you have this person that is giving you the bold print. Giving you the bold print, right? Remember what I told you? Remember the caption? There's always some fine print. And that's with any of us. But in order to really understand what you're getting into, you have to take the time to read. You have to take the time to thoroughly look at that contract. Don't worry about, oh, this is going to take up too much of someone's time. If they want your commitment, if they want your money, if they want you to be in a committed relationship, whatever the case may be, it's an investment. So anything that you invest in is worthy of you inquiring about. It's worthy of you doing your research about. So I'm challenging divas, the men out there, don't just dive in. Because see, a lot of times we give each other what we want. We give each other what you want to hear at that time. And a lot of times we open our mouth so much, we already tell the individual what it is that we really need. We become, what's the word I want to use? I'm just going to keep it real. We become thirsty, like we're desperate for these things. So, my dad used to say, and I literally tried this with my last car purchase. I liked that car. I wanted that car, right? I did want that car. But at the end of the day, I wanted to get it at a reasonable price because I did my research. I forgot the name of that check that you can do on the vehicle that'll tell you, like how many times if it's a used car, like how many times it's been in a wreck, or you can actually go and there's like surveys and reviews on certain cars. And a lot of times women, they always think we're suckers, right? That we don't know anything about cars or we don't know anything. So I started looking at what's the book value of this car? What is if I have the sunroof or if I have, power windows, all that stuff makes a difference, right? So I already knew going in there what this price range of this car is really worth, right? So when someone comes at you, okay, I know I'm kind of skipping around, but I'm going to bring this all full circle. So I'm coming at you. You like this car. You came on the lot. You already expressed to me, I got to get this car. I have no other transportation. Nobody else will finance me. You just told them how desperate you are. Ding, ding. I'm a salesperson. Oh, I'm going to get you. Okay? Because you want to walk out here today with that car. You just told me your credit ain't really good. Everybody else rejected you. So no matter what type of interest rate I put on that car, if I jack that car up by such and such, hey family, hey Nisi, you're going to come out there and you're going to get that car. Sometimes we talk too much. So you walk out there already in authority. Do that. But don't ever have that appearance of being thirsty. Don't ever like, okay, it's going to make or break me if I don't walk off this lot with this car. I walked onto this lot without a car. And if the deal ain't right, if the figures ain't right, if the payments ain't right, I'll walk off of this lot because that's how I came in. So why can't we apply that to other areas of our life? Why can't we apply, those of us who are single out there, we're looking, we're dating, we're doing all this stuff. We know what it is that we want. Right? And then here comes somebody with the bold print. Now, let's just say you meet this individual, the bold print is out there, he's whining and dining you, tell you, oh yeah, he has a good job, this and this and that. But if you look at the fine print, you every time you talk to him, he's at home. Okay? Number one. Number two, he's telling you he's secure and he has this, but he won't give you an address, won't really call you or anything, always texting you all the time, and you have a problem with that. But you see all these things. You even heard, and don't get me wrong, you can't listen to everything that someone says, but we all have track records. And yes, some people can change in life. I'm not saying because I did this 20 years ago or 5 years ago, I'm still doing it to that day. But some people, they really leave their track record, and it's like right in your face. But somehow you think you're going to be different. Oh, I'm going to be different than that first wife. Or I'm going to be different than that second husband. He didn't know how to treat her, or she didn't know how to treat him. And you don't know the whole story. You only knowing what I want to present to you, what I put in the bold print. Because guess what I'm trying to do? I'm like that fisherman with that pole. I'm trying to put the line out there and draw you on in. So what am I going to give you? I'm just going to give you what I want to tell you, what I want you to see. Because I know you're impatient. Here she go with that word. I know you're thirsty. You want this. You want to be married again so bad. Because, you were in this abusive relationship. The person told you you were never going to find nobody. You have too many kids, or this and this and that. Oh, Negro or Caucasian or whatever. Whoever you are, Jamaican, Oriental, whatever. They're telling you, you're not going to get this. Nobody wants you. Who wants you with 3 kids? Who wants you with, you working the Burger King job? Who's what? See, they're only looking at the surface. But those of us who are spiritual and who are real, you got to go deeper than just that layer. Is he a good person? Is she a good person? What is their character like? Do they lie all the time? Are you always catching them in a lie? Are they always unavailable all the time? Do they even really listen to you? Is it totally them about themselves? How many of y'all have ever met people, okay, whether it's a friend or acquaintance or something, they never ask you how you're doing. Everything is always about them. Oh, how good I looked at the so-and-so, how I did this, and how I bought this, and I live in this 3-story house, and I got a 2-car garage, and I got the Mercedes parked, and my husband is doing that, my wife is all. They're giving you all this stuff in bold print, but they're not telling you. If you look at the fine print, they're miserable. Not all of them. Now, I'm just keeping it real, but some people, they lack that confidence. They lack that security in themselves that they have to hype themselves up. They have to get that from other individuals. And then they got you because you believe in the hype. You start questioning yourself and thinking, oh, I'm mediocre. I only stay in a 1-level ranch home, and they have a 2-car garage, and they've been married for 25 years. It could be 25 years of hell, pure hell. But all you're looking at is what's on the outside. So read more, people. Read more than just the bold print. Don't look at the fine print. The print that's in small writing that's telling you, okay, you get and you jump and you start doing these weight loss programs, and they're telling you, oh, you can lose 30 pounds in 2 weeks. And then you see these infomercials, or what do you call it? Infomercials on there, and you have these people, and they're all, they show you this picture of when they were 260 and now they're 160. And if you look in the font, and I looked one day, and I got close to the TV because that's just how small the darn print is. I got too close to the TV, right? And I looked, and it said, these results are not typical. Consult your physician. Wow, really? But here you are for the whole 20 minutes, for the whole 30 minutes, you got massive weight loss, this and this and that. And you're selling me the hype. I'm believing it. But I didn't take the time. Okay, I'm about to pick up that phone and place the order for whatever this new tape is or this new pill is or whatever. But then I get a little closer and then it says, these results are not typical. Consult your physician. Always follow a standard, sincere, a regulated nutrition plan and exercise program. Got you. So my challenge to you is when I say, just don't look at the bold print, look at the fine print too. And if you have to get up close on that thing, up close and personal like this, so you can see, like I had to get up close and personal to that television and look at that print so I could see, this thing said this isn't typical. I'm going to spend 3 payments of $29.99, but I might not lose 30 pounds. So we don't want to invest. We don't want to we don't want to invest in the right things. We have time to do everything else, but we don't have time to read that contract. We're too afraid to say, don't understand this clause. Can you break that down to me? If I'm telling you I don't understand the clause and you can't even break it down to me, I'm not signing anything. Because when you're presenting something to me, you should be able to tell me or interpret what that clause means. Those of us who knows me know that I've done real estate, looked at a lot of contracts. And some people, they just want to sign. Man, I want this house. I want to do this. Or I want to, but they're not reading. Man, you're looking at that and it's like, do you realize you're paying all this money, you're not getting any appliances. You're going to have to furnish all your appliances. Okay? Do you realize that this home is old? They're not offering you any type of, what do you call it? Home warranty or anything. So, you're looking at all this. You're just excited. You're coming in there thirsty. There's a trillion other houses out there for sale. But you know what I'm saying? You're coming in there thirsty. You're already pretty much told, I want this house. My credit is so jacked up. I got to get whatever. I don't care if y'all put this market value 2 times more than what it is. I'm just trying to get up in there. But we get up in there. We start taking on things because we didn't read the fine print that we cannot afford. That's really not beneficial to us. And those of you who have listened to me before, I've said, when you start bringing things and situations and people and circumstances into your life, you have to weigh them against where you are and where you plan to go. And you have to be mindful that everyone that tells you something in bold print, test them. Oh, girl, I'm your best friend. I got your back. You know how much people have told me I have your back? Sometimes test and see, do they really have your back? Y'all know those wayward friends that only call you when there's an issue or there's a problem? They never call you to bless you, never call you to see about you, but they only call you when they need something. You're not reading the fine print. That's how they are with all their friends. If it's not about them, hey, that's how they are. You're not taking the time to look at the track record. Here you are getting into this relationship with this guy, female or whatever, who's darn well abused every other female that he's ever been involved with. But somehow you're going to be different. You see so much potential in him or her. And we fall in love with potential. Everyone has potential. But look at what that person wants for themselves. Why would you expect a man or woman to be good to your kids and they're not even good to their own kids? Charity starts at home. Oh, I'm stepping on some toes right now. Oh, Cree girl, tell them. Charity starts at home. So I'm going to think that my kids are somehow more blessed than yours, the woman that you've been with and you laid with and you had 3 kids with and 4 kids with, and all of a sudden now you're going to do better by mine But your track record has shown you haven't done good by the 5 that you had before me. But somehow you're different. You're going to be so different. He loves me more. He's connected to me. I'm a better woman. I'm a better man. So, yeah, I'm going there. Dig a little deeper. You know, I wish, let's use our imaginative minds for a minute. Let me take a little drink. Let's use our imaginative minds for a minute. Suppose everything, wouldn't it be cool if everything that we came across came with a big label, said, warning, this guy's a jerk. He only wants one thing. Warning, this chick is just about your money. She don't really love you, dude. If you wasn't making those 6 figures, she would even have you to think about. Warning, he has no credit. She has no credit. Warning, she doesn't even take care of her own kids. But now she's fronting like she cares about yours. Warning, this job is paying double, but you guys can still see me. I got a call. Okay, but so wouldn't it be cool though if something came with, if we could see those labels? So pay more attention to the labels. Now, I'm not saying all labels are correct, because sometimes you go in the store and you think you got this item and somebody has took a sticker off one and they're telling you it's $10 when really the thing is $40, but they just took a sticker off. So I'm not saying, because people will also label you. I tell my kids that all the time. People will label you, and once you get a label, it's hard to erase that sometimes. But then again, you can't ignore it. Where's this coming from? Where is this coming from? This guy has been married 5 times. This woman has been married 3 times. The common denominator is them. Okay, the common denominator is them. The common denominator might even be you. But own up to it. None of us is perfect, but I'm challenging you to dig a little deeper. Quit being in such a rush. And then you get this fake stuff. Yeah, that was a topic, what, a week or 2 ago? But you get this stuff that's not quality. It's not real. Because you didn't take the time to read that small print that said, this is hazardous to your health. This is seriously hazardous. Oh yeah, it'll give you a moments of pleasure. But if you read that fine print, what does it also say? This is subject to cause hypertension, might have heart failure. I'm sitting up there looking at one of these commercials. I'm like, oh wow, okay. Oh, this is cool. This is good. You know, it's pharmaceutical business. It was some type of pill or something. Oh, they're telling you, oh, you're going to have all this great energy. You're going to be able to do all this. At the end, and okay, they say it real fast. Watch out for those fast talkers too. They say it real fast. Then it goes, this is likely to cause, it could possibly cause you death, hypertension, clogged pores. I mean, I'm just calling out stuff, but y'all get my point. And you're sitting up there, really? You just sold me for 30, 40 minutes telling me why I should get this thing. But you didn't tell me, then you kind of just put it as a blurb. Oh yeah, this could cause you death. That might even cause your blood to thin and everything else. But hey, come on and get it. So read, people. Read, read, read. When you see that warning label, don't try to change it. That label is on there for a reason. If it says hazardous to your health, don't, let me see. Maybe it affected everybody else's health, but it's not going to affect mine. No, it's still hazardous to your health. If it says caution, then do what? When we see that, be cautious. It says caution for a reason. Take the time to see what that is behind it. Why is it saying being cautious? Why is it saying that? It's saying that for a reason. Be cautious of these so-called people that are for you. But then behind your back, they're saying, calling you everything else but the child of God. Be careful about these so-called, okay, no, Krisha ain't gonna go there. I want y'all to tune in. I'll go there another time. But be careful of who you come in contact with. Be careful of that bold print. That bold print don't make it right just because it's out. You know, y'all men, let me tell y'all something. I want to talk to the men for a minute. Because y'all need to be talked to too. Some men need to be doing the kind of stuff that I'm doing and others that are doing. You men, you know, you guys get so caught up. Some of y'all go to the club and yeah, she's dropping it like she's hot. She got that nice hair, got look like money, like my brother would say. Look like new money. Got all that going on. Oh, you trying to get that girl. You want to take her home. You want to make her your wife. Oh, she's telling you, and for those who are married and are in committed relationships, Quit going and telling the other woman everything else. Oh yeah, Cree is going there. Y'all probably wondering what's in my cup, but I'm just going to keep it real. You're going there and you're telling the woman everything that your girlfriend or your wife isn't doing. Da-da. Some women, men, don't be naive. Some of us are just as calculating as you guys are. Some of us, we will sell you that fantasy as well. So you're sitting up there telling that other woman all this stuff about your wife and all this stuff about your girlfriend. I'm taking notes, baby. That's what she's doing. I'm taking notes. You said she don't do this, I'm gonna do this. But my daddy used to say, and I've said it before, when something just ain't in you, it's just gonna be a temporary thing. And it's only gonna last enough to get you. Look at the character of the woman. Y'all men just get so all into the body and the measurements and all that kind of stuff. Those things are subject to change. But a woman's heart, the core of who she is, look at how she raises her children. Look at how she upkeeps herself. Look at what she's talking about. If every time she's talking about being in a club with you every week and going out and getting with you at the drop of the dime and leaving her children at the drop of the hat just because you call, put that question mark there. But that's who you want. And you're overlooking those good girls. You're overlooking those, oh, yep, I'm on you, men. I know Cree is all about her divas, but I'm on you, men. You're looking over those good girls. Oh, she's too boring. She's a little bit on the heavy side. She's this, and that. Take the time. A real man, a smart man, he will make that into what he wants to. Just like us, our females. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You might be a little bit scraggly on the edges, but by the time I worked my sincere magic on you, you be, oh my God. So why do we do that? Why, no, men, you. Is there any men logged on there? You can type something. Why do y'all do that? Why? Don't be so superficial. Look deeper than the measurements. Look at the woman's heart. Look at the character. Women, you too. Look at that man's character. Look at his heart. Look at their intentions. See what their intentions are. Anybody can sell you a dream. Anybody can tell you anything you want to hear. I can sit there and tell you how beautiful you are all day long. All day long. But when I'm pressed up against the wall and I need a little help, I need some encouraging words. I need a strong enough man who knows how to pray with me, who knows how to cover me, who knows how to get out there and hustle in the right way to provide for his family. He ain't trying to please the next person out there. He's trying to honor God and himself. That's what you need to be looking for. I don't want no follower. I don't want no man that's just a typical follower that he has something to prove to everybody else. Yeah, I got a little long, y'all. I know I'm going long, but I feel like somebody needs to hear this. So I'm not out there looking for that. You're getting caught up in the wrong thing. You're looking at the bold print. Oh, he fine, girl. Girl, he fine. Don't you know when everybody sees him, they see me walking in with him, I get the props. He don't have nothing to give you. Not nothing. He can't pour anything into you. Why are you hanging with these people? Going to these places that are not building you up? Why are you not checking that label before you walk in? It clearly says what kind of people we want in there. Sometimes when you go in there, it'll tell you, right? When you go in certain environments, it'll tell you this is the dress code. You got to come in here with slacks, no sneakers, no this and that. So you know what you're walking into. Why a lot of us like to act like we don't know what we're walking into? And it's right there. Because, oh, I forgot. I forgot. You're different. Now, I'm not saying this to be facetious or to step on nobody's toe. Hey, I might have thought I was different one time myself, but I'm trying to keep it real. That's the problem. Too much of us are out here being fake, trying to be something that we're not, trying to copy someone else. Be yourself. Be yourself. Read those labels. You don't understand that contract? Hey, question it. Don't wait till you already signed, took the darn car home, and, talking about, oh, no, you got caught up in that glitter. Oh, it looked good. By the time you pull that thing in the driveway, it's breaking down on you because you're such in a rush. Slow it down a little bit. Take the time. And if that person don't want to slow down with you, move on. Because what are they in a rush for? What are your real motives? Why are you coming at me? I'm going to say this because I do like talking about relationships, but, I started there because this topic can really apply so many places. read the fine print, check your labels, okay? And don't be afraid to say, this just ain't for me. Don't be so thirsty. We women, we got to quit carrying ourselves like we so thirsty. Some of you men do it too, so that you're not off the hook. You're being mistreated left and right, but you keep pouring into that. You keep pouring into that. Then you come back to your same friends and your family with the same old sob story. And you're in it because that's what you choose to be. You have to make a decision that this time it's going to be bad. Yeah, I made my mistakes, but I've learned from them. I'm paying attention to those darn caution signs. I'm checking out your track record. I'm just not looking at what you're telling me. I'm looking at what you're showing me. Action speaks louder than words. I can tell you I love you all day long. I can tell you you're my friend. I can tell you you're doing great on the job, but I never give you a raise. Never give you a good recommendation. Come on. So when something's in your face, people, it's there for a reason. Y'all know I love quoting Maya Angelou. Believe it. Don't believe it. Don't try to tweak it until they show you something different. Believe it. Take it on face value. Take it on face value. Okay, Cree has been before you very long. I hope you guys got something out of this. Read more. Research more. What you don't know, get out there and find it. Don't get caught up in the commercials. Read those small prints. Ask about what are the side effects of this. You know, getting involved with you, what is it going to cost me? Are you worth me investing my time, my money? What return am I going to get? Okay, some of us took economics. What's the return value that I'm going to get from this investment? So, my challenge to you again is read those labels, y'all. Don't ignore them. If you don't understand them, go and take it to someone who does. You have to learn. You don't know everything. I don't know everything. I don't proclaim to know everything. But a smart, wise man, wise woman is not afraid of admitting that. They go out there and they acquire knowledge. They educate themselves. They don't sit there and wait for somebody to tell you that this is what you deserve. You know what you deserve. You know all that you have been through in 2016. You know all that you have been through in 2014. You know all that you have been to in 2013. Don't accept that in 2017. Don't do it. Do not do it. And guess what? Some people are not going to like it. That's okay. Because I've learned this. When you start standing up for yourself and you start letting people use you and you start putting into your investment, somebody's going to have something to say. Because guess what? They're not capitalizing off of you anymore. They're not capitalizing off of you. So Cree is going to keep it real. So if you enjoy this talk, join me every week. Join me every week. Divas, those women out there who want to be a part of a group that's about uplifting each other, motivating one another, fellowship, and keeping it real, hit me up. Join Next Level Divas. Listen, and I've said this before, you all have a gift. Exercise them. Use them. Don't let nobody put you in a box. Because I can't stand when somebody put me in a box. Many have tried to. Listen, people are going to try to do that. They're going to try to keep you where it's comfortable for them. Break out of that box. Do you. Nobody can be better at being you than you. And when you do that, I don't care if you 260 pounds. I don't care if you 120. You hold your head up high. You look yourself in the mirror and you say, I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me. I am wonderfully made. The creator, the master craftsman has made me. You don't have to like me. You don't have to treat me well. But God is going to bring someone into your life that will do that. But you have to first believe it. You have to first believe it for yourself. Don't let nobody, you don't need a cheerleader. Cheer yourself. Encourage yourself like the song says. That's not being selfish. That's being real. Because if you don't, look at me. Look at me. If you don't love yourself and you don't train people on how to treat you, they'll treat you any old kind of way. As long as they can keep dumping on you, they will. And you got to stop doing that. Don't be afraid. Hey, my God, Mom. Don't be afraid. Do you. Don't worry about what someone else says. Because people are going to talk to the day you die. Give them something to talk about. Yeah, look at me. Cree is doing her thing. What you thought had me bound, what you thought was going to put me down, I just used it as a step stool, baby. And I'm going to keep on going. So that's what I challenge you to do. Keep on going. People are going to always try to get in your business, your finances, try to figure you out. They're going to keep trying to do that. But you know yourself. Man, know thyself. Be true and real to yourself. Live in your means. Don't try to follow the Joneses. You don't know how the Joneses got what they got. You do you, and you do the best of being you. And you hold your head up high. Those who ain't meant to be with you, let them drop off, honey. Because they're only going to hold you back anyway. Start being around. I said this, and I know I said I'm going to go, but I feel like somebody needs to hear this. If you are the smartest person in every group setting you go to, that's a problem. Get around people that are doing the things that you want to do, that are accomplishing the things that you want to accomplish. And y'all, let's quit being those crabs in the basket. We don't want to share. I want to be on top. I want to be the one that only have a house in this neighborhood. Well, let me break something down to you. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. When we all leave here, baby, you ain't going to be able to take all that stuff with you. And I strongly believe, I'm using my creative imagination, that God is going to come and he's going to be at that gate and say, what have you done? What have you done for others? What have you done? What have you taught? Yeah, you got all this nice stuff, but what have you taught your child? What have you taught that young lady that's watching you, that looks up to you, that young man that looks up to you? Lead by example. That's what you do. It's room for everyone at the top. But if you just want to be the only one at the top, I feel sorry for you. I really do feel sorry for you. Because guess what? There's always going to be somebody doing what you're doing. There's always going to be somebody out there climbing that corporate ladder or making more figures than you. But if you ain't comfortable in your own skin and you keep being defined by whatever everybody else, what they got and what they're doing, that's all you are. You're going to constantly be wishy-washy, constantly going in and out because you don't know you. You don't know what you want. Don't look at what I want. Look at what you want. And that's what we need to teach our kids. Yeah, we want the best for them. We want them to do this. We want them to be lawyers, doctors, marry this, go do it. We want the best for our kids. But some of these kids are saying, could you just stop and listen? Can you hear what I want to do? This is what's going to make me happy. And somebody said this, and I really am closing because I know those 5-minute viewers are like, Dad, keep going. But let me tell you this. What God has for you is for you. What God has for me is for me. You are wonderfully made. You are uniquely made. Ain't nothing wrong with you. If those people don't want to deal with you, fine, let them be. Quit being thirsty for friends. Quit being thirsty for love. Quit being thirsty for status. Read those doggone labels and read those fine print. And what you don't understand, be woman and man enough to know, man enough and woman enough to say, I don't understand. The stupidest question is the one never asked. Because guess what? You still don't know the answer. Okay, y'all. Cree, have fun tonight. Enjoy life. Blessings and peace to you. You only get one chance at this thing. Make it the best possible. Do you. Be blessed. Be good to others. Pray for others. And I will pray for you. Pray for Cree. Join me next week on Cree Talk. Talk to you all later. Bye. Okay, if I can turn the thing on.